Welcome to PRISCI-ANTO Educational Academy. In this session, I am going to explain you the Fourier series. Find the Fourier series for f of x is equal to e power ax in the interval 0, 2 pi. So answer is, so what is given? First given one you have to write. So given f of x is equal to e power ax. The interval is 0, 2 pi. So next the formula, Fourier series formula f of x which is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx, where a0 is equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi f of x into dx. This is the formula to find a0 value. So which is equal to, a0 is equal to 1 by pi. The limit is given in the problem 0 to 2 pi. F of x is e power ax into dx. If you are integrating e power ax, it will be 1 divided by pi e power ax divided by the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is a. So 0 to 2 pi. For x you have to apply the upper limit to 2 pi. For x you have to apply upper limit 0. So which is equal to 1 divided by a pi. E power 2a pi. For x 2 pi minus e power 0. What is e power 0? 1. So therefore a0 is equal to 1 divided by a pi e power 2a pi minus 1. Minus 1 is for e power 0. E power 0 is minus 1. So next we have to find an. Next we have to find an. So an is equal to 1 by pi integral 0 to 2 pi f of x cos nx dx. So this is the formula. So now which is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to 2 pi f of x is e power ax cos nx dx. So that is the formula. So we are going to use the formula. So the formula is integral e power ax into cos bx into dx, which is equal to e power ax divided by a square plus b square into a cos bx plus b sin bx. A cos bx into plus b sin bx. So this is the formula. So we are going to use this formula here, which is equal to 1 by pi e power ax. You can compare, here is e power ax, here is e power ax. In the formula bx, but in the given problem cos nx, so b is equal to n. So therefore a square, instead of b you have to write n square, a cos nx plus n sin nx. The limit is 0 to 2 pi, which is equal to 1 by pi integral e power 2a pi divided by a square plus n square, a cos 2n pi plus n sin 2n pi. This is I have applied upper limit minus lower limit you have to apply. So lower limit if you are applying minus e power 0 divided by a square plus n square into a cos 0 plus n sin 0. So therefore which is equal to 1 divided by pi sin 2n by 0 sin 0 0. So a cos 2n pi 1 cos 0 1. So therefore a e power 2a pi divided by a square plus n square minus a divided by a square plus n square. So a common, So a divided by pi into a square plus n square into e power 2a pi minus 1. This is an value. So an value is equal to a divided by pi into a square plus n square into e power 2a pi minus 1. So this is a power n value. So next we have to find the bn value. So bn is equal to 1 divided by pi integral over the limit 0 to 2 pi f of x into sin nx into dx. So therefore which is equal to 1 by pi integral over the limit 0 to 2 pi e power ax sin nx dx. That is the formula, integral e power ax sin bx dx, which is equal to e power ax divided by a square plus b square into a sin bx minus b cos bx. So this is the formula. So we are going to use this formula here. So therefore which is equal to 1 by pi e power ax divided by a square plus n square. For b here is n. A sin nx minus n cos nx. So limit is 0 to 2 pi. Okay. So apply the limit, which is equal to 1 by pi upper limit e power 2a pi divided by a square plus n square a sin 2n pi minus n cos 2n pi, because upper limit is 2n pi, minus e power 0 divided by a square plus n square a sin 0 minus n cos 0. You have to apply upper limit as well as lower limit, which is equal to sin 2n by 0, sin 0 0. So therefore 1 divided by pi into a square plus n square is common, which is equal to minus n e power 2a pi. Minus of minus n will be plus n. So therefore n you can take as a common, which is equal to, right, 1 by pi. So minus of minus n will be plus n. So here you can write n minus n. So that's why bn is equal to n divided by pi into a square plus n square into 1 minus e power 2a pi. So this is the value of bn.